California, here we come. Right back where we started from. Pedal to the floor, thinking of the roar. Gotta get us to the show. California, here we come. Right back where we started from. California. Here we come.
Oh, I mean, explain yourself, son.
No.
Yeah, fuck you. Well, the ID number 77 belongs to someone with the rank of captain or higher.
Oh.
Someone who is a so-called executive officer.
Oh shit, who do we know that's like that?
We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity.
Yeah, we do, because there's like only 2 people that have the
But that's ridiculous! Just how...
What are they gonna do, keep their work position a secret?
I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. If an official charge is filed against an executive is accepted.
Yeah, like a warrant.
Right.
An official charge.
Or funny joke. You're all alike, aren't you?
A little.
With your cover-ups and your forgeries.
And your updated autopsies.
Yeah. And that's how the prosecutor's office operates. I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall, unlike you.
Especially the updated autopsy reports.
I love that shit. I live for it. And I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself.
If you would shut the fuck up.
You stupid idiot. You fucking updated autopsy, whatever. Slander, is it? Okay. How about I update your face with my fist? Let me ask a question.
A Western reenactment actor and a Victorian reenactment actor will go into a room together.
Who would win?
Fight. And take a shot, Ed.
No!
Yes?
Shot.
No, not you. To her, the defendant sitting over there.
The real twist is he's been talking to himself the whole time.
Your own executive.
Lana?
Wait, have I been in this room the whole fucking time? Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course we've looked her up, her ID number, and it's not 7 blah blah blah.
He just doesn't even want to read out 7.
Yeah.
Don't play me for a fool, partner. It's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident.
Where's the cake?
Where's the cake? The slime incident? Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence?
Maybe.
Oh, definitely not.
Oh, there she is. I guess she has been here the whole time.
Do you need the witness to repeat
she has
his...
to be. She's on trial.
Yeah, oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
Oh, yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah, I forgot why we're here. Anyway, do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, we occasionally felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did.
Lana! Del Rey!
I became a prosecutor while my twin, Lana Del Rey, became a musician. All in order to suppress crime with the law and music.
Okay.
But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law.
I changed the law so she could get more music from, more money from streaming services.
Hell yeah.
Defendant! Just what are you saying? I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. How many characters as Conor voice can we fit in this room? During that trial 2 years ago. Oh, hey, it's that old man who's married to a parrot. No, hey, yeah, what's going on?
Connor has to do more voices.
Did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did? Chief Prosecutor, you didn't? I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Because you're not my boss or my mom. Why won't you answer him?
Because it's funny.
Because of the lulz. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
I was thinking about that song too, by the way.
But Lana,
Even if-
banana.
She's gonna be going for a couple minutes so we can take a break. Anyway, even if it involved forging evidence.
Whoa.
Wow.
Statute of limitations is over.
I'm here too. See? That's what I'm talking about. Fucking bullshit. No.
Well, I'm satisfied. I'm
No!
guilty.
No! Order!
Mr. Musk has caused such stare. The chaos in the courtroom cannot be quelled. The conclusion of the trial would have to wait until the following day. Okay.
To be
They come back in the
continued.
next day and the judge is still like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, is everyone settled down? Right, I'm gonna go pass out.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. It was really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Drastic crimes require funny measures.
It was pretty funny.
If you get to lulz, you get off scot-free.
Oh my
That's
fucking
just
god.
the way it
The
is.
upvotes on Reddit.
Oh, this sucks.
The more Reddit gold you get in court, the easier it is to walk away. And we did what we had to. In order for him to get the most doggy coin he deserved.
Oh god.
I didn't know.
Still think about
If
more
I knew, I wouldn't have
England.
let her say shit.
Yeah.
I never knew the saline incident was just another name for
The Skylana 9 incident.
the Joe
Oh.
killing.
Damn it, we're back to
God.
saying it like that!
Got him.
That is how you say it.
Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me.
Lana convicted.
God damn it!
She's very prejudiced.
No!
It's okay, he was white.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. I was killed.
What? Huh?
I was
Hold up.
killed.
What do you mean, what happened to you?
It's all there in the file.
And
It
what are
was
the
never
names?
real.
And summon my smile.
It's been Maya this whole time.
Oh
Just
my
like
God.
channeling her spirit.
Yeah.
Phoenix is just going insane. Joe's last victim was prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma?
I also killed a man.
Oh.
Nope.
On the night prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Doc tried to kill me.
Oh.
my god.
Holy shit. What? He tried to
Say
kill you?
What?
Oh, what?
To kill you,
Whoa.
you're just a little birthday boy.
Yeah.
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
So that means you...
Killed a man, yes. I was a witness in the Joe Doc trial. Bum, bum,
Damn.
bum.
I didn't see that one coming.
Whoa, what's up with that?
Let's talk to her about the thing.
It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. Christmas.
Yeah.
There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season of Christmas.
It's still very
I was
funny.
alone in my sister's office. Alone on Christmas. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Joe.
Joe Dark.
With a capital I. That's right, that's me.
No! Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Just cancel me, internet. I'm done.
Why do you guys keep pushing it so hard? You don't have to!
Hey,
You don't
get
have
me.
to go all in!
That was Connor.
Yeah, it was
That was all
me.
Connor.
Oh, God.
Oh my god. It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me.
Oh my god. That's fucking terrifying.
I remember the
Yeah.
screams. It was like, ah, 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 just like that. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up.
Jake Marshall's brother.
Joe Dark tried to take me hostage.
Good lord.
But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Gave him a Batista bomb.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Then,
What happened?
well, you know what happened. He's not alive now, is he?
Damn.
I'll never forget it.
Oh my god.
Lightning
Listen to
struck,
that
and the lights went out.
That sound
Suddenly,
effect.
a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. Frying him alive.
Oh.
What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
It was
Permanent
funny.
picture?
Scientifically,
Alright, let's see.
I don't remember the moment when Mr. Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall.
So you weren't able to testify about that?
No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. Well, that is useless. Thanks.
Yeah.
That must be why she made up the crime.
Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence?
He never killed anyone.
Damn.
The
Well,
prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Wanna forge the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Oh my
Damn.
god!
Edgeworth is so fucking stupid. Why does he keep getting into this shit?
let him live.
Edgeworth?
Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. I mean, did you see the way he went like, what? He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence.
Okay, can I just say really, really quick? The fucking, and this is like, I don't know, like kind of like common knowledge, but like the games for like, that take place in the future, Phoenix Wright does something like that. He's strict too, just like Edgeworth, but then he's like stripped of like all his like fucking lawyer credentials.
Damn.
And then so how come Edgeworth gets to fucking walk away free, but
'Cause
Phoenix
one's
Wright
hot.
just
No,
Oh.
there's not.
Because
Okay.
Phoenix doesn't have a trophy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess that's why. Because at the time
Problem
Phoenix
solved.
didn't have any Because at the time, Phoenix didn't have any Delph energy. He had to go through the process of creating his own.
Yeah.
Alright.
You figured it out.
Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean, it's all my fault. I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened.
Oh, it's fine.
Unless...
So it's true.
Maybe.
Even though he may have not known... Wait. Yeah. Even though he may not have known it... God damn it. Even though he may not have known it... Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold like she is today.
It was her Jokerification moment.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She started saying things like, we live in a society.
And calling up Little Caesars and asking for normal
One day
bread.
she sent a dead rat to me and said it was getting in character.
Oh my god.
Every morning before going to work, she had to use special makeup to cover up the tattoo on her forehead that said damaged.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Science Maya. Let's talk about the permanent picture. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred? Whoa.
Whoa.
Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife.
The old Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl.
Sure was. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out.
Sick.
When I came to...
Why are you in
Lana
my
was
office, you little shit?
Lana was cradling me in her arms.
Poor Science Maya. You've been through so much. Look at her little rain boots.
I
Oh.
couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. Not even when there was nobody in the courtroom. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
Been there.
2 years ago. You must have been 14. That's understandable.
It's understandable you sucked at drawing.
Damn. Get him, Phoenix.
Once it was all over, I made up my mind. Decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator.
Wait, so this whole time she was already wearing the coat even though she wasn't into
Fuck yeah, dude.
science and shit?
Yes. I thought
Oh.
it was cool.
Okay.
And it was?
I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies. And find the evidence to make an airtight case. And not forge it like my dumbass sister.
Yeah.
That way, Lana would never have to forge any- Oh my god.
I see. So you're trying to invent de-Joker-fied pills.
Oh my god.
I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Science Maya tick.
I'm trying to reverse Jokerification.
Undo the Jokerification. But
A
there's
seemingly
this-
impossible task.
It's
We don't
never
have a-
been done before.
we don't have a cure for that yet. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. Something puzzling. There's something that's puzzling me, Science Maya.
What is it? Spit it out!
You said you were in
Yeah.
Lana's office at the time, right?
That's right.
Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor?
Did you miss the part where I said he was trying to kill me? Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Doc had been taken in for questioning that day.
Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police?
Oh my god.
No, by my parents. What the
By
fuck
the
do you think I
Illuminati.
meant?
Yeah, where do you think that's going?
Jesus. Of course, this happened at the police department. Fucking listen next time. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office?
Oh my god, keep up! Because the detective offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator.
Across from the elevator?
That's what I said.
But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she?
No, silly, didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective.
What? Okay,
Oh,
this
shit.
is... Okay.
She was the best in the entire force.
Wow.
Say what?
There we go.
There it is.
That's news to me.
After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. For whatever reason.
Lana used to be a detective? I'd better have another talk with her. Alright, you know what that means. Let's get the fuck out of here. And let's go to the detention center.
Detention center. Detention
Getting put in
center.
detention. I'm still here.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Lana.
Yes, hello. Mr. Wright and associate. It seems I keep causing you trouble.
Falsifying evidence.
Dip.
I didn't think you were the type.
I am.
Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we?
Criminals don't play mind. But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Don't you fucking know how court works?
Believe me, I've seen a few court TV shows before. I understand the risks.
I watch the People's Court.
I've watched Judge Judy a couple
I've
of
watched
times.
Jerry Springer.
I've seen Dr. Phil. I know
I
how
played
it works.
Phoenix Wright. Wait, what the fuck do you mean you play Phoenix Wright? What?
Played Apollo Justice.
I main Phoenix Wright in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Fate of
I
Two
know what I'm
Worlds.
doing.
Lana, you didn't even get to play Ultimate.
It wasn't worth it.
They nerfed Phoenix too much. Emma told me, Science Maya told me about you.
Oh?
About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SO9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office.
That's right.
Could you fill me in on the details? Especially about the unusual change of jobs?
No. Well, I suppose you have a right to know, Phoenix. Mr. Wright.
Does he?
Sorry.
Okay.
You have a Phoenix right to know.
Hey!
Ask me anything. AMA. Hop on my Twitter. We're gonna be live on Twitch streaming my answers to Phoenix's questions.
Oh, great. Thanks.
My detention in the police center.
A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today. Not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago.
Well, evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be.
That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it?
Fuck no.
I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. You'd always face out and reach out to the truth.
Yeah!
It couldn't be helped, you creature.
Creature.
La criatura.
Like a to the sky.
At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. And I've never felt better. Sure, I can't see my reflection in the mirror, but who cares?
That's a small price to pay, it's okay. Well, all the drama aside, for the fact of the matter is... At 5:15, there was no Moida at the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. In the library with a candlestick.
Yeah.
Lana, I don't understand. Explain like I'm 5. Why won't you tell us?
When a bad person doesn't like another person, they stab that person.
It's
Emma,
normal.
this doesn't involve just me. I brought the big G man into it too.
Holy
God?
shit.
Yes, the very same.
I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before. Okay. Let's talk about Detective you.
It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. Fun times, fun times.
She was amazing.
Oh, thank you. I always stood with my back to the camera.
They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. All the crack they smoked together.
It was a lot of crack.
Taken right out of the evidence room.
Taken right off of dead bodies of crack dealers we killed.
Oh. Chief Gant?
The very
They call
same.
it the CL9 case, the Crackle 9.
Crack loving
I don't
9
know where I was
case.
going with that.
I liked it though.
Oh, hell yeah.
He was the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes. And his ass looked good in that orange suit. Oh, Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be.
Shit, I want to be that fucking rip when I'm 60.
Fuck yeah, man.
They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed.
I don't believe that, but alright.
It's like they waited to file them until they were already solved.
Yeah. Emma really idolizes her big sister, her One-chan.
Shut up.
Get out.
Get the hell out of here.
But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened?
How the
I
mighty
always-
have fallen.
Hey, you. I always planned on becoming a prospector. The reason I became a detective was... for kicks.
To gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could use that experience in court, right? I just
Wow,
thought it
look
was
on the
fun.
brain on this one. Nah, but Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office.
Maybe you should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago.
2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark.
Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right?
They
Look at
needed
the
a lot
brain
of
on this one.
flashlights when they were investigating in the dark.
Oh, God. Ooh, get the funny joke alarm, play it!
Yeah.
Yeah! Fuck. I liked that.
Uh-huh.
Yes. The Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office, the same orifice, and the same
What?
investigations.
Huh?
One of us ate, the other one pooped.
What?
Human centipede.
Oh no! Oh, this sucks.
It wasn't too bad. I was the front end.
They even shared the same toilet.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
And they were
And they
roommates.
were roommates. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Me, him, that other guy. The 2 people who thought they were cowboys, someone who had a fascination with the 30s, and Angel Star. That was it.
And a woman with fat tits.
What every good team needs. It was the
She
first
just
time.
brought us lunch.
Yeah. So we made her a detective.
Hey, you want
And
me
the
detective
coffee
on this?
girl.
It was the
Basically,
first time.
anyone who got us free food became a detective.
It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho.
He was quite a hoe.
He was a big hoe about it. And without a doubt, Joe Doc was the serial killer. We
Unless-
asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. Then he stabbed us all.
Yeah.
That was when his final murder took place.
When he tried to murder Emma.
When he
Wait,
murdered the
Science
English
Maya,
language
sorry.
by having that last name of his.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Doc.
You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. I did it.
Now you tell us.
Wasn't it obvious?
Yeah, well, it's a big revelation there, Phoenix. Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Doc that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Doc must have suddenly panicked. So we waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, and then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by the Deputy Chief Gant and myself.
That's where he found me.
So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lena?
It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Drake. I really read
Drake?
that as Drake.
Oh my god.
When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. And I thought, smells of murder.
I was like, Emma, how could you have killed people?
And I looked at my sister and went, you murdered 2 people? In my office.
3 bodies?
3 people in my office.
Prosecutor Marshall, the victim. Emma, who had passed out.
And the suspect, Joe Doc. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Doc had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious.
What did you do?
I laughed. And
Oh.
to be honest, after that, I
Funny.
panicked. I held my sister and screamed in her face, and carried her out of the room and just held her, screaming in her face.
Still, like, just non-stop.
She still can't hear too good out her left ear.
Oh! You can't blame her after her sister must have gone... After all her sister must have gone through.
After that, I placed Drake under immediate arrest.
For texting Millie Bobby Brown like that!
Yup,
Yep.
he
You
deserved
didn't
it.
fucking forget.